Hello friends, yet one more transit on the 22nd of June, the transit of a planet called Venus. Right from this transit is happening, that means Venus is entering into a sign of Cancer. In the natural zodiac belt, Cancer is the fourth house of domestic happiness, property, mother, emotion, because it is ruled by moon. It also represents vehicles. Venus shall remain in the sign of Cancer right up to 17th of July. We have to understand that Venus is meeting a debilitated Mars in the sign of Cancer. Venus and Mars both are into a sign which is very emotional, and right opposite in the sign of Cancer we have a retrograde Saturn, which means Saturn is keeping a check on these two planets. See, Mars is basically a soldier. A soldier in an emotional house is not very comfortable, and so it is always known as debilitated in that particular sign. Venus, on the other hand, is a planet of romance. We have to understand the quality of Venus, as Venus is everything and anything to do with luxury, showmanship, or whatever you deal with to show your status in society. For example, hotels are governed by Venus. Vehicle, because when you have, we say that, oh, he has a car, or he has a good house, or he goes to the big mall, or look at the clothes that he wear. Okay, all that becomes your status symbol is represented by Venus. Now this Venus is entering into the sign of Cancer. Keeping all these factors in mind, let us proceed for each Lagna and see whether what is in store for each of the zodiac sign. I would request you to look into the Lagna as well as moon as well. If you do not wish to watch the entire video, I'm putting up the timestamp over here, so you can straight away go to the timestamp and just click on that relevant or a zodiac sign that is relevant to you or related to you. So let's begin with each Lagna, right from Aries to Pisces. Thank you so much. The first sign is Aries, or I would say the first Lagna that I'm talking about is Aries. Now we have to understand the movement of this particular transit of Venus. Venus is entering into your fourth house from the Lagna or from your moon sign. The fourth house represents all the comfort, domestic happiness. It is a natural rule. It naturally rules the second house of your from your Lagna, and it even rules the seventh house. So if Aries is the Lagna, the second house and the seventh house is ruled by Venus, and it is settling down in the fourth house. What could be the effect of this particular transit? So first of all, it is a good transit. It's a good transit, especially in the terms of your personal life. Your partner, your spouse will become you will come together. If there was some conflicts, that is getting sorted out, and happiness is restoring in your married life. And in fact, your partner is going to assist you in whatever, whether in your job or at home or any other difficulties you have, the full support of your partner, right? Once Venus is into the fourth house. It is showing the good inflow of money now, because second house is a dhan bhav also. So it is coming in the Kendra. So you have got good inflow of money as well. However, there may be some conflict, okay, pertaining to your personal life. It could be with anyone. So try to maintain a proper balance between your personal and your professional life. So if you have some personal problem at your work front, don't bring it home. Or vice versa, don't take it to your workplace if the problem occurs at home, which I do not see, but still. Now, this is what Aries has in store for you once the transit begins on the 22nd of June, right up till 17th of July. The next sign that we shall be talking about, the next Lagna we shall be talking about is Taurus. For Taurus people, this transit is happening in your third house. And Venus rules your first house and your sixth house. The first house is about you yourself. The sixth house is about disease, loans, enemies, all these things. Now, keeping this in mind, let's see what is there. This Venus transit is happening in the third house, which is a house of communication. So when you talk, whether verbal or written communication, this transit will bring up mixed results for you. So it's not going to be very good, neither is going to harm you in any ways. Your communication, yes, will be very influential. You will inspire people by your communication. You will have that impact on people when you talk, whether in a conference, in a meeting, or giving a presentation, or many of your obstacles in life or hurdles in your life, even in your at workplace, will be removed only because of your good communication. Now, shifting or relocation is also possible because third house is always 12th from the fourth house, that is your residence. So relocation, changing of place is very much on card. We have to even see that either relocation or you will see short travels, because third house is also this, it talks about short travels. Now this short travels could be because of your maybe work related trips that you will carry on, and you will also put a little extra efforts in fulfilling. Whenever you're traveling, you will put extra efforts and you will be successful in maybe bringing good business to your company or whatever is there. Your actions would be good, and the hard work that you are putting in, okay, will definitely bring result. If not right away, in few months you will see that the result is coming for that efforts that you had put during this transit. Your luck would be in your favor, so whatever you're doing would be in your favor. But somewhere, because the sixth house also is coming into play, the work may progress, but it will go very slowly but steadily, and you would definitely achieve what you are looking for. However, gains are coming from, like if you're working for a MNC, if it's a multinational companies, or if it is the companies are associated or it has got anything to do with foreign land, then it is going to be very helpful for you. However, you need to control your unnecessary anger at times and aggression during this period. The reason is because Venus is sitting with Mars. Don't think that Mars is debilitated so that there won't be anger. There would be. In fact, Mars this time, the anger is negative and for no reason, no cause. So take care of that. So this was all about Taurus as a Lagna. The next is the sign Gemini. For Gemini people, Venus transits into your second house and it rules your fifth house and it rules your 12th house. Try to understand what it means. This period indicates very good gains coming to you through foreign sources, 12th house. You would be able to accumulate, gather, collect good amount of wealth through foreign product. So anything that you are dealing with, which is from foreign land, that will benefit you. Multinational company, which are the foreign companies, okay, in this period would be good for you. And if you are already associated with a foreign company, do not disassociate. I'm repeating this now. If you're already in a multinational company or foreign company, if you disassociate, that means if you leave the job, that could be a big trouble in your life. So don't do that mistake right now. As it is, when Saturn is going retrograde, I have already told you till the 11th of October, and more to do is the 18th of October, I would say. Wait, do not switch your job. This is a red flag from my side. Okay. And if you have to invest money, okay, be very careful and analyze where are you putting your money into. Okay. Study so that, and if possible, because it is a risk, it's best that you either take the advice of the person who knows about it, where you are investing, or otherwise wait for some time. Do not take this risk. This could lead you into a big problem. Okay. Now, if you were planning to go abroad, because this particular period is favoring you. So if you are planning to go abroad and if you're waiting for a PR or you're waiting for a visa or visa stamping or something which was not happening, this is the time it will happen now for you. However, you have to control your tongue, you have to control your speech, you have to control your anger as well, and do not remove grudges on people. And in family, because it's a second house as well, so in the family, what we call as a kutumba, okay, in that, try to keep a low profile. Do not get into any argument with anyone, because that may lead to a problem for you. So this was all for the people who have Lagna as Gemini or the moon sign, whichever you feel like, but I pay more attention towards the Lagna. The next sign is the sign Cancer. For Cancer Lagna, we have to understand that the Venus is transiting into your first house in the Lagna itself, and it rules the 4th house and the 11th house. Obviously, you don't need to put much of your effort to think about it. It's a good transit for you, no doubt about it. That transit looks good, and you will definitely make your personality will be very magnetic. You will pull and you will attract people very soon. You would also be very passionate towards love and relationship. You would also show good result because it's a good transit in the terms of your love and love relationship. So if you're into a relationship, it's a very good time, no doubt. Next is, however, love and romance is fine, but if you're already married, in that marital relationship, okay, will not be as good in comparison to a love relationship. So that would be just moderate, but in love relationship, it's going to be very good because it's the 11th house also, which is just opposite to 5th house. You should control your stubbornness. Don't be very rigid. If you need space, so is the case with the other person also. Give the other person also a little space. Don't be stubborn, okay? And especially in the married life, don't be very stubborn because that could lead to a conflict. And avoid unnecessarily aggression, anger, argument, debates at home, because then that will take away much from you rather than giving you. So this transit will definitely give you something only if you avoid this anger and aggression which is happening, because in the same Lagna where Venus is transited, there is a debilitated Mars. And Mars is looking at the 7th house. So the 7th house is not giving you so much of a, happiness, whereas the 5th house is giving you happiness. Okay, the next sign that we shall be talking about is a sign called Leo. For Leo, this Venus is transiting into your 12th house of foreign land and expenses and losses. Naturally, it is also governing your 3rd house, okay, and your 10th house. 3rd house of communication, 10th house of your karma, your profession, your occupation. This period looks good for receiving the gains through foreign companies, foreign sources. If you are working for a foreign company, then I can see an increment. I can see some gains coming from there. Any good opportunity that knocks now in this period, you should grab it. You may have to go for maybe a long distance journey also. And this journey would be more to do with your business or with your profession. Though your competitive abilities will be very high, but I would advise you not to get involved unnecessarily into a conflict or a fight. This is something that I would want to advise you. Don't get into all this. It's good to be competitive, but that competitiveness should not reach a point where you get into a conflict. Now, if you are not involved with any foreign land, foreign source, foreign company, or you have any relation whatsoever with the foreign activities, then this period might unnecessarily give you some expenses. The expenses that you had never planned, not seen. So unforeseen expenses may just land up and you may feel a little pinch because this was not in your plan. So be careful and avoid taking risk at this time, especially when you are investing into something. Right? Next sign that we will be talking about is a sign called Lagna called Virgo. For Virgo Lagnas, after a very long time, this particular transit seems to be good for you. The reason, Venus is entering into your 11th house and it rules your 2nd house and it rules your 9th house. Now 2nd house is a house of wealth, 9th house is a house of fortune, luck. This transit would provide you with good inflow of money. If you're looking for a job, you will get a job. Your fortune and the luck will now start favoring you. So things which were not happening will now start, the ball will start rolling now. Long distance journey, or at least a journey, is on the card and will help you and provide you very fruitful result as well. So you are not unnecessarily traveling, you're traveling for good. However, the aspect of Mars will provide you hastiness or impulsiveness that needs to be kept in the, just take care of that. Don't be too impulsive, don't do things in haste, otherwise that will that will cause a little problem. With regards to earning money, especially, don't show hastiness. So be patient, relax, go slowly, and always analyze the scenario around you before you actually invest or you take any decision pertaining to money. Use your observation or observation skills that you already have in order to maximizing the profit which is already in store for you. You have gains coming for you. You just need to analyze it properly. New source of income is also opening up for you. New way of making money is coming to you, and you may get introduced to some people. There will be some connection with people who would guide you in this direction. So it's a good period. It's really a good period for people with Virgo as Lagna. Next is Libra. For Libra, the transit takes place in your 10th house, and Venus naturally rules your first house and your 8th house. First house talks about your personality. It is you yourself, and the 8th house is a house of uncertainty and transformation. Keeping this in mind, let's see what is there in store when the transit takes place, or during the entire period when Venus remains in the sign of Cancer. It's an ultimate transit. It's happening, it's for you. You will undergo a huge transformation during this period. You will be very active pertaining to your career, yourself, the way you look, and you will be completely oriented, self-oriented. It's a good time to attain good career if you're looking for one. It's a good time if you're looking to make some changes in yourself. New opportunities are coming either at workplace, that means a promotion or an increment, or somewhere else as well. So something is knocking at your door. Just listen to where the opportunities are coming from. You and your life partner will do very work at workplace, and your passion, whatever is your passion, will also help you to carve or to pave the way for success and growth. However, some kind of power struggle would be there between your personal and your professional life. So, sometimes it becomes very difficult to maintain both. So there would be a little bit of power. And you know what happens when you get new opportunities, you are more focused towards the new career, the new job, the new venture that you have taken, and at times you do not give enough time at home. So there it becomes a little power struggle for you. So just take care of that. Otherwise, everything is fine. Good transit for you. So be happy. The next Lagna I shall be talking about is Scorpio. For Scorpio Lagna, it is occurring, the Venus transit is occurring in your 9th house, the house of fortune. And naturally, Venus is ruling your 7th house and your 12th house. It looks as a moderate transit for you people. This period may cause a long distance traveling, or it could moving abroad, going abroad, or if you are waiting for a very long time for your passport, visa, whatever the case may be. People who are waiting for a PR, a permanent resident abroad, the work is getting done for you. You will also receive some good news pertaining to foreign travel. So it's a good time if you are planning to go abroad. Any partnership, if you are into a partnership, any partnership will be, let it be a business partnership or let it be a marital partnership as well, will give you good gains now. This period is good. But as you know, your particular Lord, Mars, is now debilitated. So the advice is to control your anger. That may spoil things. So control your anger and aggression as well. Do not be very stubborn in matter of love, at least. Don't do that mistake, or you may lose a relationship. And do not create unnecessarily attraction for others. Just to attract people. Don't do any sort of a thing which may put you into trouble. So it's a good transit for Scorpio people. Everything seems to be fine. The next sign we would be talking about is a sign called Sagittarius. Sagittarius, this particular transit of Venus is happening in your 8th house. And Venus is naturally ruling your 6th house and your 11th house. In which case, this period will help you to rise through all sort of adversities. The reason is, you see the 8th house and the 6th house is coming into play, which causes a Viparit Rajyog. Now, this seems to be a moderate period wherein you will receive both positive as well as negative results as well. If you also are waiting for some kind of foreign travel or visa or permanent residence somewhere, then this period also would be good for you. In the field of, if you are into some research, or you are a creative person, if you are into any technicality, like if you are an architect or you are into construction or any sort of thing, there is a good chances that gains are definitely in store for you. However, again, you need to control your anger, aggression and impulsiveness. This I've been telling you for all the signs because I know that Mars is debilitated. So this is going to be applicable to almost all the signs now. Now, you have to use your wisdom. You have to use your wisdom and knowledge together to cope up with the situation that is coming in front of you. And even to cope up with the environment around you. You have to control your speech, your tongue, so that you don't end up spoiling relations for yourself. So this is all from my side as far as Venus is transiting into the sign of Cancer. The next sign we will be talking about is Capricorn. For Capricorn, Venus is entering into your 7th house. Mars is already there in the 7th house. Venus rules your 5th house and the 10th house. Keeping this in mind, I think it's going to be a good transit for you people. You will experience ultimate results now. Okay, promotion, increment, raise in salary. If you're waiting for a reward, award, whatever you say, this is a good period for you. You may be very passionate enough to chase your goal. That means if you were up to now, if you were not giving that drive or not, the action was not being taken by you, now you have that passion to go and achieve your goals. Some of your hidden desire, hidden ambitions, which you have never expressed, which was somewhere down, deep down, okay, now it is coming up. Okay, and you will definitely achieve it, and you will be successful in grabbing the or getting the good result out of this particular transit. Your love and romance would be at high. That's a good period for love, romance. You and your partner both will show good intimacy with each other. So if there was a little bit of drift, that drift has been lifted now, and you can come close. However, again, I'm talking about Mars. Do not be stubborn, rigid. Okay, otherwise these things will spoil or everything will go into a very adverse manner. Give some space to your partner. Take space for yourself and try to mutually understand each other. So even in the past, if there were a little bit of some frictions were there, that frictions will fade out very soon, especially after this transit. The next sign we'll be talking about is Kumbh, Aquarius. For Aquarius people, this particular transit takes place in your 6th house. And Venus rules your 4th house. It rules your 9th house of fortune, 4th house of comforts, domestic happiness, and so on. This period looks challenging for your personal growth or personal life. Could be a little challenging. Your luck may not be much in your favor. So for these days, you have to be a little careful about it, and you may face some struggle. And this could be financial, this could be relation, this could be in your career. So stay calm as of now till the transit, it goes into the next sign. You should avoid getting into or getting indulged into a scene where you have to take loan, or even if you have to give loan to anyone. Don't put your hand in that. 6th house is coming into play now. Okay? Because this might create loss for you. And if you are giving it to someone who is very close to you, you may even lose the relationship also with that person. Though your competitive abilities would be good because 6th house is in play. 6th house is always talks about competition. That ability is there in you and you will definitely fight it out also. But you are advised to keep yourself, or always take precautionary steps and be very proactive in that. Your ability is there, but go very slow. You need to put extra efforts to accomplish a goal if a goal has been set by you. Gain through foreign sources, yes, is likely to be there. If you are into creativity, if you are into a work, the work which involves service to people, like some people go out and they serve people. If you are a healer, if you are a counselor, if you are an advisor, okay, then good profit can come your way through this. So in this regards, yes, you will be very fortunate. The next sign we will be talking about, which is going to be the last sign of the zodiac build, Pisces, mean. Pisces people, this is happening, the transit is happening in your 5th house of education, intellect, and romance, love, children. And the transit taken by Venus naturally rules your 3rd house and your 8th house. This period looks to be some challenging period for you, for your education. So in education, there could be some obstacle because 8th house is always causing hurdle. It is even challenging for you to concentrate in your studies. Your personality will be very magnetic. You will definitely pull people, no doubt about it. And your creativity also would be appreciated. Above all, your fortune will be in your favor provided you benefit through your creativity or artistic ability. If you have the caliber, the artistic caliber in you, then you will definitely make a lot of gain out of it. Financially, you may see some fluctuation, so ups and downs are there. So it is advisable not to indulge into a risky deal. So don't get into a deal where you know that there could be some risk over here. On the contrary, I would say that it is some sudden gains also are in store for you. Money may come through speculation. So if you have invested somewhere like in the share market or something, in speculation, definitely money will come to you. You have to be very communicative. Don't keep things to yourself. Be communicative, avoid stubbornness, and this period will definitely help you out if you are a little more flexible. Be communicative and all would be fine. So this was all for the all 12 Lagnas. So friends, if you have liked this video, do share this video with your friends, with your colleagues. And if you are still not subscribed to my channel, I would solicit you to please subscribe to my channel. Click on the notification bell icon as well. Thank you for watching this video. Remain happy, be positive. It's a very small transit. It's a matter of just 25-26 days and things will move out. Thank you so much.